What's going on, dudes? Finally now, the conclusion of this game, the fourth quarter. And I realize I'm not getting a lot of views on these Madden videos, which doesn't really bother me. I'm just doing this just to finish the project, kind of, you know, like, it would kind of seem stupid for me to just have the first quarter of a game up on my channel. So here we go. I'm starting off on defense here. Anybody that watched the previous video, I had a huge, like, 70-yard touchdown run to put me up by 7 going into the fourth quarter. And so yeah, hopefully I can just, you know, have a couple defensive holds here in the fourth quarter and win. So you saw the first one here, and probably should have just fair caught that and not taken the chance on a fumble. But anyways, here we go. Frank Gore's wide open here on a little route out to the flat, and pretty much that's all I've been doing all game is running the ball and throwing little flats and screens to Frank Gore. I think I did hit Vernon Davis for a couple passes and Antonio Bryant for a touchdown pass, but and then I also, if anybody hasn't ever seen the like celebration for the Super Bowl and like when you go to the White House and everything, I left that in here in this video. So the commentary is going to end like as the fourth quarter comes to an end, and then I left the game sound and everything in for that part of the video. Now here I'm lining up this field goal, and then I decided to call timeout because I feel like I only need to get like an inch or so, and that's really easy to do in Madden, especially when you can run a nice little screen pass like this. So instead of trying to kick like a 55-yard field goal, I figured it'd be better for me to just try to get the extra yard and then be able to run out some more clock, which I easily do here. I'm going to run it down to the 2-minute warning, I think. No, I have to run one more play here, but and look at that. See, Vernon Davis usually is wide open right there. This defense is so good. And I get stuffed. That was the stupidest play by me. I should have kept running the ball, but I ended up losing like 20 yards on the play. And so here I try to launch the ball deep, and it gets deflected. And so they're going to have 2 minutes here to have a chance to come back and tie the game. But this right here is awesome. This is all the old days of Madden, like the coffin corner drill. Like, it's so nice when you do this right here and you punt the ball and it lands on the 2 or the 1 yard line. It's like the best feeling ever. And Mark Sanchez's stupid ass is going to stand here and would get sacked in a situation that there's probably no reason he should be taking a sack. But what do I know? And now the game is pretty much a wrap. I'm just going to be running out the clock. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Madden series of videos. And you can let me know if you did or didn't. It doesn't really bother me either way. But I'll be back to posting Call of Duty probably within the next day or so. And then, of course, when the map pack comes out, I'll have a bunch of gameplays for those. I'm actually going to try this time, instead of waiting a few days to have gameplays, I'm going to try to get gameplays like the night that it comes out. And since school's out now, because that's the main problem with Call of Duty, man. Just like school always gets in the way, or work. But this time around, I'm going to be able to actually play the map packs on the first day that they come out, and hopefully I'll have content to put out shortly after that. Now that was actually a sweet play. I think that was a broken screenplay that ended up leaving Vernon Davis wide open down the field. And so now the game definitely is a wrap. No matter what they do, they'd have to score 2 touchdowns and get 2 2-point conversions to be able to tie me here. So yeah, man, I really hope the NFL can get this labor dispute worked out, man. Like, I'm tired of watching golf and baseball highlights on ESPN. Baseball's okay for a while, but like after a week or so of that, it's gonna get boring watching the highlights. And then the top 10 every day is like either home runs or like crazy catches that aren't really crazy catches. But yeah, the celebration's coming up here in a second, so I'm going to try to cut this commentary off. But I think it is kind of cool how in Madden 11 they did have like Super Bowl celebrations for every team. Like, if you watch and listen to what the announcer or commentator is saying, they actually talk about the team-specific Super Bowl. Like, if the Jets had won, it wouldn't be the same talk. They would be talking about the Jets, and they kind of talk about like the history of the 49ers and when the last time you were in the playoffs and won a Super Bowl and all that kind of stuff. So I thought that was pretty neat that they included that this year, and I hope that they do the same thing this coming up year in Madden, because it's so crazy in a football game where you win the Super Bowl and you come to the end of the game and like it's this little like 10-second clip of you pouring Gatorade on the coach, and then it's just over. So I feel like that's a great improvement that they brought into Madden. So anyways, you guys have a good time watching the rest of this video, and the game is over now, as I was trying to pad the stats there and get a last completion. But anyways, later, guys.
Add another to their record haul for the 6th time. The San Francisco 49ers are Super Bowl 45 champions. This team hadn't made the playoffs since 2002, but their doubters can't doubt anymore. And you just have to believe that there's just something in the Bay Area air that elevates this team when they get within striking distance of a title, as they're the only team to win every time they've entered the final game, going 6-0 overall. And now tie the Steelers as the most championship-winning franchise in all of the NFL. These players have played their entire lives for this moment, from backyard to high school to college and finally the NFL, daydreaming about the chance to be at center stage after the final whistle, to raise the Lombardi Trophy, to call themselves Super Bowl champions. With history within reach, they made the plays that mattered most. The highlight reel is set, the plays that will go down in NFL history that brought this battle to its final conclusion. But while one team is covered in the confetti of triumph, the beauty of sport is that there can only be one champion. For the losing team, it's heartbreaking to give so much, to get so close, and to come up empty. You simply can't quantify how much this victory means to these players, how much it means to this city, and how important it is to all these loyal fans that year in and year out give their passionate support. So many superstar players never made it to this pinnacle. For others, it defined their careers. But this win has created a bond between these players that can never be broken, and it will take them to places they could never go before.